Altius Fortius, farther, higher, braver. This is the motto Pierre de Coubertin chose to symbolize the meeting of giants at the Olympic Games. Nature, too, has its champions, its records, and its giants, which fill man's imagination with their challenge, their gloom, their fascination.
The European colossus that fits all three of these bills is the sumptuous, gigantic mountain range of the Alps. 1,000 kilometers long and an average of 200 kilometers wide, the Alps form a circular arc from Maribor on the Slovenian border all the way to Nice on the French Riviera, crossing 6 countries: France, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Liechtenstein, and Austria. The Alps were formed relatively recently, thrust up in the Tertiary period by the tectonic pressure created by the collision of the African and Eurasian continental plates. In fact, the Alps have been continuously expanding for 37 million years. Today they are rising at a rate of 1 to 1.5 millimeters per year. Meanwhile, however, erosion continues its work of destruction. Every year it reduces the range's height by about 0.6 millimeters. Elsewhere on the European continent, only the Iberian Peninsula and Sicily have peaks reaching altitudes of more than 3,000 meters.
But unlike them, the Alps present an unbroken chain of peaks over 3,000 meters high. In the Dolomites, the Torre Trieste is an odd example of these high Italian peaks. In Switzerland, pyramid-shaped Mount Selvin, rising to almost 4,500 meters, is the 4th highest peak in Europe.
Altius, the highest of them all, belongs to this group. The Mont Blanc presents its majesty to man's gaze, and men couldn't resist the temptation to conquer these heights between heaven and earth.
Today, man has left his mark on every summit in this gigantic mountain range. Man, fragile and mortal, discovers something powerful, something eternal in these mountains. At these altitudes, the mountain climber's calling seems to have a spiritual dimension. Richard Bach, speaking through his character Jonathan Livingston Seagull, describes this aspiration toward even greater heights just for the pure pleasure of it.
I don't want a reward. I have no desire to become a leader. I just want to share my discovery, show others the horizons that can open up before us.
In 1786, Balmat and Paccard, 2 inhabitants of Chamonix, were the first to enjoy this unequaled view from the 4,807-meter summit of the Mont Blanc.
Not far from the Mont Blanc, the Aiguille du Midi is renowned for its ski lift, the highest in the world. For skiers, this is the starting point for a thrilling descent into the Vallée Blanche, the White Valley, a marvelous 18-kilometer run down the 2,700-meter high slope. The Cog Railway stops at the Montanvert station at 1,913 meters to let tourists off right on the shores of the Mer de Glace, the Sea of Ice. It's one of the things that has made this exceptional glacier famous worldwide.
Drawing its source